Ladies and gentlemen, the EE PowerTalk episode 41. My name is Daddy Blessing.
My name is Elvis. Welcome to the EE PowerTalk.
Before we continue, there are some few people we want to recognize here. And by order of importance. Yes. We have our number one top commenter. Goes by the name Ruth Wanjiko. Yeah, Ruth Wanjiko. You have been recognized as our top commenter.
Shout out to Ruth.
Yeah, with a total of more than 20 comments across all of our episodes.
Any commentator.
Among other people that I want to shout out commenters is Kaguru Njoroge. I also Inspired Mind, Gerard Ovisi, and Dialogue with CJ. Dialogue with CJ. Yeah, those are our top most consistent fans.
I got a podcast pia man.
I think so. I think it's something of that sort. Dialogue with CJ.
There's an episode we made about friendships in adulthood. Na kuna mtu hapa anaitwa The Chat Pipe Podcast. Alikuwa anasema I miss the days where as a kid I'll just go out and play with neighbors' kids. The adulthood friendship is mostly transactional.
Yeah.
You just come to offer friendship and not the help.
Yeah.
The help me, I help you kind of thing. You will die alone.
It is, anasema mambo siku hizi
ni unisaidia. I mean, it's the friendship nowadays is transactional.
Yeah. It's take and take.
There's also someone anasema when I realize I'm growing older, this song gets me and reminds me this is the truth. The older I get by Alan Jackson. Umesikia ngoma?
Yeah, it's a country song, I think.
Na ametuwekea hadi nini inaitwa lyrics.
Yeah.
Ziko tu hapo hivi.
The older I get.
And mimi, I'm not musical. I'm not a musician. Please, guys, reduce the ads. Please, I beg.
Yeah. Now, we shall reduce the ads. You know where ni boss wetu.
Sasa, alright. Kuna mtu anasema work on the sound. Ongezeni volume.
Tuongeze volume. Let me go through a few comments here. I'll go straight to episode 37. When we were talking about effective networking. At Arnold _001 anasema this is quite educative and encouraging. Thank you Kings for your info. Kings wafalme. Now that's how you address people with honor. Kings recognize kings, so you're a king as well, Arnold.
Let's kuntapata dema ni save kama king bana. And save king.
Hiyo siku hata ukiforgo episode moja tutaelewa. Tutaifanya na Mengos.
The screenshot na niwaambie Mengos make sure kwa thumbnail.
Now I shout out to one of my friends here called Miley Hairstylist. Actually she has been nominated as one of the People's Choice Awards as the best hairstylist in 254. She says business lazima nikuje.
Mwambie nitakuwa pia.
Atakuwa pia
hata mimi.
Elvis atakuwa pia in the whole crew ya EE PowerTalk, so see you there. And then we have Admin the teacher anasema learning a lot from you nowadays. Now learning a lot from you guys. Sijui kwenye nimetoa jina nowadays, but Admin the teacher, shout out.
Big up.
So today we want to talk about something called pressure. And pressure ya taya is pressure to succeed in your 20s.
Nani aliambia watu that in your 20s you know there is something people don't yet understand.
Yeah.
That in your 20s haimaanishi that I find it funny where people make it seem like in your 20s you should have this, you should have all that.
Yeah.
But the pressure hata mimi ilikuwa imenikula.
Yeah.
At in your 20s unafaa sasa ushawa kuna you're preparing until nikaonga 25 and I realized if I did some of the things I was being told to do, ningekuwa pabaya.
You know, your pressure inakujanga when you don't realize that you have your own personal journey. When you have dreams as a collective of people, but some people have easier ways of accessing those things that you have dreamed together or dreamt. Nowadays niko na meet, dreamt.
You're doing
past, I'm speaking in past participle. So now
you're gashagwaring English.
I'm gashagwaring English and impeachment. Now that pressure of like we have dreams together, but you have easier ways of accessing that which we have dreamt together, as opposed to the path that I would take maybe. So when I see Elvis amefika pahali tulikuwa tumesema tutafika tukiwa wote wawili, na mimi mwenyewe sijafika, na safari bado, I feel some sort of pressure. You know, maybe it is easy for you to access some things, you know, and in this context I would like to particularly put it from the context of monetary things. Mambo inahusu pesa and what we call success in monetary value. Like you can get access to money faster than I can do. Sasa nataka kujiweka in those shoes because those things we dreamt together with you na umefika hapo. Sasa naanza kusikia pressure. Wewe it's easy for you to get money, sasa mimi naendea loan. Hey, Elvis amechukua gari mpya. Sasa mimi hata mimi nitafute loan pia mimi. Naenda kusumbua wazazi na title deed. Niko na title deed niekelee mahali. And I have a way of returning the money. Alafu mnachotwa sasa alafu.
But that pressure is not something really good. Because honestly, like, let me give you an illustration hapo hivi. Mimi nikiwa kampo, there was this whole thing about online writing.
Yes.
And there was these stories that sijui how to make money online. Unacheki msia kwa second year kona Markex. Kwanza mimi I was like, hey, hata mimi nataka Markex. Kidogo unasikia jamaa amearrestiwa, you're like, what the hell? I thought this dude has been making money from all these online writing. And then like this, you see this whole thing about peer, like what you see your peers doing, and you see the other guy who was, is it murdered recently?
Murdered recently,
and they're doing
because
things,
of forex.
And you see those things themselves make you think that you should succeed, especially in your 20s. And that's why unakuta tunanyoroshwa siku hizi online video scams. Because we all have the ideology that it's easy for you to get to make money online. So, and because you're seeing other people successful and they're making money, why can't you also try it? And at the end of the day unakuta msea na complain, ni kubaya. Kuna venye manze, this thing hainipeleki vizuri. And honestly, from a point of view and a point of just having this conversation, it's important that people sit down and first understand that in your 20s, you're still growing. Unakuta 21. How do you expect a 21-year-old to have a 4-bedroom house na kona na bibi
na si
inheritance? And you see that's where most guys go wrong. And pia that's where you also find both gender, male and female. A 21-year-old female is at her peak. Wezi mkompare na 25-year-old. She's at her peak. But sasa the funny thing is this 21-year-old is going to have this idea that you know, naona wasichana wengine wakiishi hivi wanavaa nywele ya 50,000, pia mimi I want to do it. So what do? You fall to societal pressure and unaanza kutafuta wa babas.
There's something that really came to destroy how girls live and enjoy life called the socialite lifestyle.
Kwanza hiyo bana, I know 2 ladies who introduced that in Kenya, and honestly I think a study has to be done. That thing literally,
they spoiled a whole generation of girls.
The thing I know is that it led to commercialization of female nature. Makeup, nywele, kucha. Mamangu kuna vitu zingine ananiulizanga, sasa hizi vitu wasichana wanavaa. But you see, it's business.
It's business because you're decorating your display.
Of course.
You know, ukifungua duka as a person, if you're a business person, you display the best products that you have out there. When it comes to now the people that have commercialized themselves, their gender, you know, because it is happening both ways. Si kuna watu wanapiga gym juu wanataka kunotisiwa.
Of course.
We are not saying that is happening in the female lifestyle alone. Kuna majamaa wanakula gym vizuri kwa sababu they have a target market. So when it comes to now displaying your best nini, that's when unapata people have a lot of pressure because they want to look like a certain life socialite.
They want to look the part.
They want to look the part. Mtu fulani wa fulani akinunua Range Rover, maybe they haven't even bought. We have been in the online space. We know how some deals operate.
Of course.
People don't buy things by cash out here. Some people are given things for free. Literally for free. For the exchange of you, the audience. When that person anaenda anapose mahali Range Rover yake, maybe your Range Rover atailipia na 2 years of free service to the dealership or to the company, depending on how big their brand is, or an exchange of service. Wewe hapo sasa unaanza pressure. Umegonjeka kwa sababu sasa unaanza kutafuta director Mengos. Nataka twende photoshoot. Tunaweza hire wapi Range Rover? Unasikia kuhire Range Rover ni 15,000 per hour. We
na hata that bob huna.
That bob ya fare huna.
But there's a nonsensical thing about us in our 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
That makes us, we have pressure over Video stupid
things that you can survive without.
Bro, like I remember, what was I thinking at me I wanted to get married. I wanted to marry. By the time I was 24, I mean nikimaliza shule hivi, I was like, leta bibi, leta yeye, tukae kwa nyumba, tuanze kuzaa.
Kaput.
Wait until I finished school. Kazi huna chakula,
bibi mwenyewe hutakwi.
Live at your time, you don't even have time to think about because the circumstance, the underlying circumstances in your life allow you to first of all understand like by then. And you see, this is something that most guys tend to fail in. We prioritize things that add more pressure. Ukivisit beshte yako ukute anaishi bedsitter, unaanza kusema guy,
maisha imemuchapa.
Ama you visit a friend who has anaishi 2 bedroom. Hujui hiyo 2 bedroom labda ni fulani hapo hivyo Airbnb.
B&B ama ring light na website fulani.
Exactly. And you're still there shouting and screaming, sijui ati anaishi fiti. You start, by the comparison is another thing. That is leading to a lot of people having this pressure in life.
Yes.
Because most guys think that what they see online and what is portrayed online is a reality.
Ask us. People sit down. I'm a film director. We sit down and script those things.
But big is in a script. Like I was recently looking at. There are people who go to a hotel. Hoteli. Anajua chai ni 500. Right?
Yes.
But akienda alipe hiyo 500. Atapiga picha karibu 5,000. Alafu after ashamaliza kupiga hizo picha zote, they're going to post them on social media.
Absolutely.
Then what happens? Wewe utakuja uone. Most guys are really stressing themselves over nonsensical things. Wewe unaona msee anashinda tu akionyesha Range Rover social media. Kumbe anaendeshanga Suzuki Alto. Anaendeshanga hivi
akiwa ameihaga.
Imepigwa tint. Akifika kwa nyumba, that's the only time anafungua hivi anaangalia majirani wanamuona. Wanaishi kachuo mzi fulani. And you see, these things that, people also want to try and fit in. Which eventually leads to a lot of pressure. And people have unrealistic goals pia. Let me mention that.
Mtu ana set goals, sijui anataka by the end of year sijui akuwe amefanya nini. Kina muramba. Because one, you have no clear vision of how you're going to attain this thing yenye umesema uta-attain. Alright? Yes, that is that aspect of faith and believing that God will do something, and of course he does. But it is good to dream within the capacity that you can handle. Now, when you have not built capacity, hatuwezi weka maji lita 10 kwa kibuyu ya mitungi, kwa kibuyu ya lita 5. Lazima tuweke lita 10 kwa kibuyu ya lita 10. Some people are still in that capacity of handling 5 liters. Why are you running for 20 liters? Higher. You want a car. This person has never hired a car, doesn't know how to fuel, nothing. Maintenance, you haven't even studied how to, when you own a car, what are the overheads of owning a car. This car needs fuel, needs insurance, needs maintenance and all that. You just want to own a car for the sake of just owning a car. You just want to own a car because your friends have cars. And it is not bad. By all means, nowadays a car is not a luxury, it's a necessity.
It's a necessity.
Actually a car is a necessity. Having a car that unaweza toka tu ukimbie mahali upige biashara then urudi. Or ikupeleke tu mahali without stress mingi za kupanga line kwa mat and all those things. It is a necessity for people who find it necessary. But at that stage that you're in, do you really need it?
Probably no.
Kitu yenye inafaa kukupea pressure is something that you really need and you can't survive without. Yeah, hiyo ndio inafaa ikupe pressure. Unafaa ujue because I can't survive like 2 days without eating. Lazima nijue how will I get my next meal. Hiyo ndio kitu inafaa ikupe pressure. But you have your meal sorted, you have everything sorted, like you are living a fairly good life, but maisha yenye Elvis anaishi ndio inakupea sasa pressure. Because you want to live that fairly good life but ikue close or better than what Elvis is living. Hapo ndipo unaingizanga pressure.
But let me talk about something else pia tunaitanga personal responsibility. You know, unaweza sema usipewe pressure but you don't have any kind of responsibility in your life. Usinipe pressure mimi. But this person mwenye anasema, but umaikuta wala watu wenye wanasemanga wasipewe pressure, they're the most irresponsible.
Yeah.
They're using that as an excuse to run away from personal responsibility and even have the self-discipline to do their own things. Hatusemi ati juu at your 20s and your 30s ati because hutaki kufai kupa pressure na anyone that you just live your life like a skunk or something like that. I don't know. Sijui kama imetokea vizuri. A skunk is but there are people by the way kuna mtu wenyewe ako 29
ni skunk cha ukweli
for sure. You know the thing we are saying is this one is not an excuse to evade responsibility, to evade that now you're an adult, you should be doing things that make sense as an adult. We are only saying that it's high time you take responsibility of your life. And as you take responsibility of your life, remember, kitu unafaa kukumbuka sana ni there is no pressure if you're not doing something for yourself.
Sure.
Unakuta morio, someone is like, mimi musinipe pressure mimi. Why do you want to put pressure in me? They recently, you know, I don't know kama umefikia hapa, but kuna venye unapewa pressure ya kuoa.
Mimi
wewe unapewa kidogo?
Mimi iko evident everywhere.
Bro, me like Josie, I was in Ushago. So this guy is first of all, and you see, if you bow down to societal pressure, it might be a problem.
Yeah.
To an extent, I can understand the pressure. When you see your father telling you things like, na ujua nimejega kanyumba hapa, sasa hii nyumba inafaa kukua na watoto hivi. That one you could understand.
Yeah.
But now there is a pressure where you see your friends getting married, getting children, and you think that it's the right thing for you to do. Until you visit them kwa nyumba, unakuta wanaishi single room, mtoto anakuni hapo, and you are like, goodness, wacha nitafute pesa kwa. You get? There is a good pressure.
Yes.
And there is also the pressure that I tend to think is unrealistic. You cannot be telling a 20-year-old or a 24-year-old that they should have their life in order. I'm not saying that is an excuse for you to be irresponsible.
Yes.
I'm only saying that you have to take control of your life. Be responsible.
Yes.
If you're responsible and you have control of over your life, pressure hutapata. The pressure mostly comes from externalities that don't even have any influence in your life. Atifundiwa huko kwenu. You know, if my father or mother tells me, Elvis, umechelewa sana, it's a high time you start getting a wife and start getting children. Unaona?
It's something that you can consider.
That one I can consider. But sasa wewe fundi amekuja kujenga tank. No way, we can
na kujaga huku hata grass ya maji siwezi pata.
You know, kwanza by the way I've been invited to a wedding this December. Nimeinvite to weddings kadhaa by the way December. Na ilibidi nimesema nitatafuta mshikaji bana. Basi siendi peke yangu tena. I'm going to a wedding, everyone else is coming like this.
You are the only one.
Tu hapo na burungo zako umefika yako. But anyway, I'm not saying, but also pia, in as much as we are talking about pressure, everyone has their own journey.
Sure.
Everyone has there is a reason as to why kuna huyu jamaa fulani alikuwa Jonjo. He married at 50.
Yes.
And he
had one son and he lived to 102
to see his grandchildren.
Yes.
So everyone has their own journey.
Sure.
Everyone has their own path. But remember at the same time pia, you also need to think about yourself.
Yes.
Mimi mtukaa mimi siwezi sema ati nataka kufika 50 bado nikiwa tu bashara. You get?
Kuna kitu nataka kudemystify. When it comes to life, there is no this theory of one size fits all. My friend, the success that I might achieve as Daddy Blessing when I am in my late 20s, maybe you will come close it in your 40.
Of course.
What I'm achieving right now, there is someone who achieved when they were 18.
Yeah.
Na nasikia ati niko bere. There's someone who achieved
not even 18. There are 13-year-olds in the US who are making like 50. You are like, bro.
There's a lady. She's an actress. The other day she was being interviewed and she said she doesn't know how broke tastes like because she became a millionaire when she was 12. It's not bragging. She's just stating a fact. Mimi dad blessing hapa from the Gonoi massive.
Ulipewa dhao moja ukiwa 24 ukasikia.
Like wakati unapatana na dhao moja yako ikiwa imeshikana hivi. It's in your early 20s. Hapo ndipo unapatana na dhao yako moja. Millions unazisikianga kwa news. Na ni juu politician fulani ameiba.
Unasikia atualiba gapi? 100 million. Nikapatiwa hizo.
Na hama Kenya. And it is true, unaweza hama Kenya and that be the end of you looking for nini. Like your life is sorted forever. But like I've said, there is no aspect of one size fits all when it comes to life. My friend, you have your own route. You have your own journey. Pursue it. Mine might come earlier. Yours might come earlier. The other problem I see with people is they want to have things and have them perfect. Yeah. You want to marry and have a perfect marriage. It's not enough that you have married. You still want it to be perfect.
Want it to be perfect.
Does not exist. Some people want to be wealthy, but still want to be the wealthiest. My friend, first of all, settle with the fact that you are wealthy first.
Settle with wealthy first.
As you strategize on things that will make you the wealthiest. You know, and when it comes to wealth also, people tend to make it all monetary. Like the amount of money you have.
Cash.
Yes, the cash float. My friend, things out here are being done not because of money. There's a lot your network can do beyond what your money can do.
True.
Knowing that if I call Elvis or Mengos, they can get 1 to 3 things done. Yenye siwezi toa pesa kwa bank nilipo watu sijui wanifanyie. So wealth, invest in people. Invest also in your personal growth. You know, something is late when it happens after your death. Hiyo ni kitu imechelewa kabisa.
Imechelewa vibaya sana.
Yes. But as long as you are alive, you are never late.
True.
The story of the guy who owns KFC. Colonel Harland Sanders.
65.
Yes.
65.
He became a millionaire at 65. And before that was his last stroke. Because that was his last recipe. Alikuwa amesema hii ikibounce
Kwisha.
But at 65,
yeah, which is important. Yes. But me, I also want to stress on social media.
Yeah.
Kwanza social media. Man, I'm telling you the kind of nonsense and the kind of things that people are watching in the name of thinking it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
You know, like, let me say, nasiko ubaya.
Yeah.
We're in the social space, I know. But we have a lot of fake it all content creators.
Very true.
Fake it all. Fake marriage, it's not even working.
Yes.
Fake relationship. Why do you think, bro, like for me, you know me, I normally tell people that if you're a content creator, stop looking for a content creator husband or wife.
Not unless you purposely want to monetize your marriage.
Unless you want to monetize your marriage. Na mutaka hapo hata mkipigana na miaje.
Yes.
But you see, like, a lot of people have the ability to actually create and curate this perfect ideology of how marriage is, of how relationships are.
Yes.
What happens? Young people consume that kind of content and think that this is the way it should be. Why do you think we have a lot of emasculated men? Mwanaume tu ako tu anaambiangwa nilete maua analeta. Because that's what we've
grown. On TV, Alejandro.
Yeah. And you see, I'm not saying maybe you might have it right according to you.
Yeah.
But this whole pressure that you see on social media,
sure.
I think you've seen how celebrity couples are breaking up.
Yeah, nastily,
like unaona tu marriages are not working for them. Why? You cannot be two people, all of you are on camera, and expect to have something good.
Yeah.
One has to support the other.
Yeah. I see. I like to tell people to learn from the biggest celebrity we have in the world, Denzel Washington. Because personally for me, that's the biggest celebrity.
No masana.
Not because of the numbers. Yes, he has the numbers and all those things. But when it comes to balancing life, being real, and facing life head on, Denzel Washington does it perfectly. But look at his wife. His wife runs the business behind the scenes. But we all know Denzel Washington is the star. So nowadays, we have social media couples who both of them are stars and know nothing behind the scenes.
No one wants to go down.
Yeah. No one wants to be in the shadow of the other.
And by the way, that is also building pressure because have you noted that nowadays college kids, they start dating and immediately they open a YouTube channel. Ubaona?
You know what they do nowadays is let's say me and you tumetoka hapa nje tumepiga haso yetu mzuri. We have some spare shillings, a few 100,000 that we can spend on a lady. Tumeona kajama kamefungua YouTube channel na manzi mrembo. Unakuja kutu display ya my friend. And we have disposable money. Tutakuja inbox.
Not even inbox. You know, like recently I came to learn that it's easy for jamas to first of all understand that. Where unagroom mtu, unamgroom,
yes,
anafika point,
yes, anakuwa outgrow, na anatoka mbele.
And when she outgrows you, she's going to come looking for daddy blessing.
Yeah. Pressure.
You get?
Yeah.
Like there's this nonsense, and I'll call it nonsense. Stop taking you and your girlfriend and starting creating TikTok videos on social media.
Yeah.
Stop.
You can be individual businesses on social media.
Exactly.
But you bringing together and becoming couple whatever. At one point, you will bring your home shenanigans online.
There's a certain dude, bro. Bruv. I feel like slapping this guy every time I see their videos. This guy, you know, you can easily tell an emasculated guy.
Yeah.
You know, emasculated guys are guys who, Jacobalit and Asamanga, they have no backbone.
Yeah.
They can't make their own decisions. Ni wala wa baby, what do you think? Honestly, let me say this, and this one is something most jamas have to understand. That
yes.
The societal norms that you see on social media don't apply in the natural order of how human beings actually coexist. Well, unashinda tu kitembea tao huko hivi na mrembo wako mkishoot videos. Brav, kuna mzee, kuna mwanaume. Wewe, you two are like two chicks probably.
Yeah.
But there's someone behind your back who is, let me not use that language over here. We don't want to be banned.
Yes.
But I think it's a high time most people got to understand that whatever you see, especially on social media, whatever you tend to think.
Don't bow to that pressure,
Don't
man.
bow to that.
Especially in your 20s, in your 30s.
You know, there's also another thing. You know, we've also digitized marriage.
Yeah.
Hey, bruv, my wife is my business. My children are my business. History ingine, unless it's going to give me sales, I can do it, but not to that extent. Tunaona siku hizi. Because people don't really yet understand that social media is leading to a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And for me, as I conclude, I just want to say this. The path you have is yours.
Yeah.
Choose your path. Acha kusikia pressure. This is your path, follow it. Number 2, irresponsibility is going to bring more pressure.
Any day.
People will see it and will tell you, wewe, not good.
Yes.
Number 3, your instincts, your mind, what you believe, follow that.
Yes.
The moment you have, and it's actually, let me say, live a purposeful life.
Sure.
Something that you're doing every day. By the way, Mika, mimi, by the way, isipokuwa tu pressure bibi. Mi sina story ingine. I don't have any other story.
Yeah.
Isipokuwa tu hiyo.
Yeah.
Because there is something that drives me every single
Each
day.
and every day.
I have a life purpose. The life purpose is, this is what I do on social media.
Yes.
Digital marketing.
Yes.
Education on skills.
Yes.
EE PowerTalk. There is something I'm doing.
Yes.
So sitasikia mtu wa kijiji akiniambia we kwani ufanyangi nini? You get?
Uza guruwe, sisi ndio tunauzaga, we succeed.
Exactly. What do you have to say, Chief?
Get your house in order. Or leave it that way, then you'll tell us what will happen hapo mbele.
Tatuandikia biography.
Yeah, you'll tell us.
Autobiography.
Because nowadays, you know, we don't want hatutaki kukupanga. That's something we said. And that's even our mantra. We are about real talk and real growth. If it doesn't come across in your ears as something that is viable for you to do, you will tell us hapo mbele. You go explore, you will tell us. Why do we take the chance to speak to our young youth or the people that we are in the same age group? Because things that we are seeing out here, we have fairly been able to deal with on our personal levels. Mi sahi hakuna pressure mi uingia kwa nini? Like there is no pressure yenye naeza niingia kwa kichwa. Does it mean I was like that? I wasn't born like that. Mi nilikuwa naingia kwa pressure vibaya sana. Hey. Naona boshte yangu ako na gari naenda kuangalia kule nini? Cars and cars. Dealership. Wanauza pesa gapi? Quotation.
I think that one also hiyo by the way unajua pia it leads to jealousy.
Yeah, it does lead to jealousy. Naanza kupangia sasa Elvis sasa.
Umenunua Mac X?
Yes. Nimekumark.
Tutaboga. So EE PowerTalk. My name is Elvis.
My name is Daddy Blessing. See you in the next one.